Can you account for at least 16 hours out of the 24 hours that you have in a day? I mean, we all have 24 hours everywhere. It doesn't matter how rich or poor or healthy or unhealthy you are, you have 24 hours in a day. Can you account for 16 hours out of your 24 hours? There are two invaluable resources that everyone needs and has access to, at least one out of the two, that will take you out of the strings of poverty or brokenness. Number one is that invaluable resource called money. The second is the invaluable resource called time. See, there's this phrase that goes, time is money. Over time, I've grown to disagree with that phrase. I don't agree that time is money. I think and believe that the value that we give to time brings money. The value that we give to time brings money. Why? Because, I mean, if time is money, then everyone who has time should be a billionaire. But there are people who have time, but they don't have money. But you see, it's about what you do with your time. Now, I asked a question at the beginning. I said, can you account for 16 hours out of the 24 hours you have in a day? If you cannot account for what you do with that time productively, then there is a possibility that you're not attaching adequate value to your time. And that might be the reason why you're broke. You see, some people who have money use money to buy time. So when you're starting out your life, most times, you have enough time. You have so much time, but you may not necessarily have money. So what do? You take the time you have and ensure that you make that time valuable. And then you buy money with your time by selling it for value. So with the time you have, you learn a skill. With the time you have, you go to school. With the time you have, you offer a service or a product. And then people with money will buy the value. And what are they actually buying? They're actually buying the time and the effort that you put into learning that skill, paying you for it. And so you're trading the value of your time for money. Now, there are people who have money, and then with that money, they're able to buy time. Now, you'd say, so does it mean they can have more than 24 hours in a day? Absolutely not. They still have the same 24 hours. But what this means is that because they have money, they outsource certain things that they do to the people who have more time, you see, so that they can free up their own time to do other things that are important to them. And so with that time, you buy money. For example, someone who has money will spend less time processing food because they won't pound in a mortar. They would have, blenders and food processors and, pressure cookers and ovens and stuff. They won't spend so much time doing laundry because they'll have, washing machines and stuff. They'll even have laundrymen and women who do these things for them. So they outsource their, certain things that would have taken their time, spend money with it, and then get more time for themselves. And so the point I'm trying to make is this. There is a crucial relationship between time and money. It is possible that you don't have money. But if you do not have money, then it means you have time. Because nature cannot completely cheat you. And so if you have time, what are you doing with your time? It's not a question of, I go to work. I wake up in the morning and I go to work every day. What do you do at work? And when you go to work, do you completely abandon yourself, and do someone else's work? Or do you find a way to improve on yourself, to add value to yourself in the work you are doing so that it can get you more money? You see that job you're doing, someone else is doing the exact same thing you're doing and they're earning 2 times what you're earning. The question is, they have taken the time to add value to themselves, and so they are trading that value of time for money. My dear friend, I know that it's difficult to have money, but you have time. Use your time to make money. Time is not money. The value that you've added to time can be traded for money. And if you have money, use your money to get yourself more time so that you can do the things that you love doing. I hope this TED Talk takes someone somewhere. Bye now.